Hi, I'm Shane.
I'm Kelsey.
And this is Dixie. And we're Love Hut for Life. And for 228 weeks, we've been on an adventure with no end, really.
That's right, guys. And for the last 3 weeks, we have been hanging out in this magical junkyard. It's got some Mad Max vibes, and we are doing some Mad Max vibe type of stuff to the Love Hut behind us. I cannot wait to show you all the progress we've made this week. Be sure and comment below so that we know to be grateful for you.
Good morning and welcome back to another fun-filled week in Arizona. As you can see, we are still temporary residents of a junkyard. We've been doing some major upgrades on the Love Hut because we've been traveling in this thing for over 4 years now. It was only supposed to last a year, but it has been rotting apparently, Kelsey.
Yeah, it definitely was in need of some TLC, but we are almost done and ready to get this thing painted and all of the projects that we've been working on completed so that we can get back on the road and have a lot of fun in this thing.
Yeah, let's finish up so we can see the new yellow. Apparently it's brighter. Well, we got it torn off. I forgot just how badly I built this. We're gonna piece it back together as good as we can, but we're not gonna be tearing it completely down, Kelsey.
We'll get it good enough.
It'll work till it don't. Well, that's sun's setting, but I'm not done yet. I do have 2 panels installed here, but we seem to have a large opening, Kelsey. We got to figure something out about that, huh?
Yeah, we should probably get this covered up before the sun goes down.
Yeah, huh?
It'll look different tomorrow.
It always do. Good morning, everyone. I'm starting my day the way everyone should start their day, and that's taking a walk in a junkyard. I'm looking for something specific. There's a lot of old RVs out here, and that's pretty much my target. But I'm looking for some hinges because doors on an RV are quite different than on a house. They have to inset, but you also have to have a lip to keep water from coming in. So you need these wild looking hinges to make that work. And you can't just pick these up at a big box store. They're very special. So there's about, at least 50 sets of them out here. I just got to find the right one so I can make Kelsey a window to go in front of our bed because she's not very happy with that piece of plywood I screwed up last night. Let's see if we can take care of that. After digging all day through the junkyard, I did find what I was looking for, which is several doors I'm going to piece together to make a frame big enough to hold as much of this as I can save. At some point along the way, it looks like it cracked here, so it's going to get a little smaller. I was hoping to use a door, but that's not quite big enough. That's still a big ass hole. Let's fill her up. It's looking pretty, I think. Well, I've got most of our new window fabbed up, but unfortunately it's a race against that sun. And once it drops behind those mountains, it goes dark and cold pretty quick. So, it's dry fit in there, and I'm gonna be removing it so I can get some plywood over it for another night. It'll look different tomorrow. It has to.
Guys, it is another absolutely beautiful day in a junkyard in Tacna, Arizona, and we are getting some serious work done out here. Shane is already up on the roof this morning and will be spending most of his day finishing up that front window and the little bit of work that we have to do here on the back. as I spend my day with some wood putty and sander getting this thing ready to paint. We're so close, guys. Let's keep going.
Well, so I can spend my afternoon getting the front of the house finished and put Kelsey up here working on this project. I've been working on the roof. Now originally, all I did was I took plywood and I come up at an angle and I had this already laid down and it created what I call a soup bowl. And then I put a bunch of goo in there and I put rubber over it and it casts water off for the most part. But now what I'm doing is I'm flattening the seam and we'll fill it in. But we also have to get this ring out so that it's not lower than our new ceiling or our new roof surface, or else water will go inside and that's no good. There's a Kelsey in there.
Hello.
While Kelsey's up there working on the roof, I'm gonna start back on this window. I'm showing you guys more of what I'm doing. This is the plastic that used to be up there. And this is what all the window panes in the house were. And see, we got a crack down here at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is cutting that off, and I'm gonna be using stripping off of this door. This is the RV door. So let's take this thing apart and squish this thing together and shove it in that hole. Well, y'all know what that means. I done got my wood back up over the hole. I decided to go ahead and build something very similar to what we previously had, just hinged in a different manner. Because frankly, I was wasting too much time trying to create a door or a window out of this door. And time is just something we don't have. We gotta hurry up and get out of here. Today was hot, and they're only getting hotter. Well, it'll look different tomorrow. Morning, y'all. It's gonna be another sunny day. That's pretty much what every day is down here. Me and Kelsey are gonna make a lot of progress today. I did manage to get this window built last night. This is gonna be our new one for the front. It's a little different shape than the old one, but the whole of hut's a little different. Let's see if we can make it pretty.
Shane finished building the window and I have been working on filling all of the holes with wood putty and glue, just like I've been doing on the roof. I managed to climb up there and get the rest of the flat part of the roof done. So we're just waiting for that to dry and it'll be ready to sand and paint. Meanwhile, Shane is up here trying to put together the rest of the roof so I can do that as well. This part's a little more complicated. I think he'll get it though.
Well, we're racing that sun. We're not done yet. But Miss Kelsey here is turning this window I made beautiful. Good job. She's done a lot of work on the roof of the house today too. All while I'm trying to get the front of this framed in so it's all nice and waterproof. Let's keep moving. Boy, ain't that pretty. I've got a little block up there holding it closed for the evening. And I've got 2 of my 3 eaves done. I got the one in the middle. We got the roof all patched up too. Boy, this thing's coming together. Don't y'all just love that? I can't wait to sit in the forest with that thing open. I left off of the window last night. Kelsey's in there doing some film editing, so I'm gonna abstain from working up here. And instead, I'm gonna drop it way to the back of the house so it's much quieter and work on this. I took care of most of it with the corners already, coming around and replacing the jack corners, but I do have to get all this cleaned up and braced. And we've got to get that white strip up there replaced too, so we can get the roof sealed up and started to paint today. Oh, it's gonna be a fun day. Boy, look at that view. Nothing but lettuce and junk as far as I can see. I've been busy today. All of this is the outcome of what Kelsey's been working on, which is gluing everything up here tight. We've got one more strip there, and it's going to be sealed all the way around the roof. And I'm working on still trying to flush out this monstrosity. It didn't look that good when I started. It'll look better when I'm done. The sun's coming, Kelsey. We must hurry. Thanks. Your part looks fantastic. I do believe I'm gonna call it good. That sun's about to drop behind that mountain. And I made a lot of progress up here. Tomorrow Kelsey's gonna sit up here. Hopefully it'll be a different color. Ooh, look at them corners. Ain't that pretty?
Oh, good morning, guys. Today is going to be a really, really fun day. So back behind me is going to be a skylight by the end of the night, which means we're going to be able to see the stars, and I could not be more excited about it. We're also doing some changes up here. So some of you remember that used to be a window before the whole tree in North Carolina at Rose Mountain Farms thing happened. And it hasn't been a window for a little bit, and I have been really missing the ability to look out of it and see the moon at night. That light right there was put up temporarily. I'm not sure why it wasn't centered to begin with, but I can tell you that the wire wrap was always meant to just be a temporary hold while we tested just how well this salt was gonna do with all the vibrations of the road. But it has held up really well, and I've spent some time putting together a much, much nicer wrap. So all of that is going to be centered and look much, much prettier very soon. I'm excited, y'all. That's going to be nothing but stories tonight, y'all.
Had a bit of a wind front come up on us. It knocked my ladder over, but fortunately it didn't hurt the panel there. I gotta get everything all cleaned up though. The weather's been so good for so long. I forgot there's wind in Arizona. Let's get this finished up. While Kelsey's hard at work sanding wood for me, because that is a serious time eater, I'm going to be working on what we call the basement. And up until now, it's just been variants of pieces of plywood that we use to cover this giant hole under our house. And this table here slides out. But we got to make it better, because I got something in store for this area and this whole upgrade. Let's see if it pans out. I know I gotta fix this door though. That thing's shut. Well, we tried real hard to get that moon roof up today, But there's a lot of things that have to go in order before it's time to cut that hole. And I move as fast as I move. I've about got this front all finished up. As you can see, those little sticks up there, that's my last of my overhangs I'll have to trim, but it's drying right now. I kind of want to show you guys what I'm doing. As Kelsey pointed out earlier, this sure is a lot like building a boat, and it is. We're building an upside down boat basically. So the whole point is, as water runs down, we want it to get off of the house and not cut back in and end up behind our trim. Now right now it looks like we have a cute little eave on the house like a residential house, but that's not gonna be the case. It's all gonna get trimmed off. It's gonna end up looking like this down the side. And our rubber membrane will actually come over and coat this side as well. So we have no more places that water can protrude, or at least that I know of. I'm sure it'll show us some new ones. We'll do some more tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little more tonight, but you'll see that tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. Well, I'm back at it again. The sun's out today, so it should probably warm up quite quickly. It's been sprinkling all morning, but here, sprinkling doesn't even knock the dust off. It sounded wild on the plywood though. This morning I'm finishing trimming up all this plywood to make this actually look right instead of silly with these little eaves hanging off. Let's get this thing all tightened up.
No, Dixie, we're talking. I promise it's gonna be worth it.
Dang, that's a big ass hole up there. Let's go stick a window in it. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A bad idea on wheels. Let's take a gander at it. Well, there wasn't one that was meant for it more than this one was.
You know, I think little Miss Dixie has had a very stressful day. We've done a lot today. A lot inside that's actually affecting her. We're not gonna get this entire conversion done this week, but guys, I think this is a pretty awesome way to end it. I'm going to get to see stars out there tonight and could not be any happier about it. We'll get the rest of this framed in and a whole lot more upgrades coming next week. We're almost done, guys, and ready to hit the road. Boy, that's cool. Not expect there to be a part 3 to this series, and certainly not a part 4, but I gotta tell you, we are very, very close to having something really, really awesome to take y'all on a whole lot more really cool adventures. We want to take the time to say thank you to each and every one of you who have been following us along through this video and through the last 4.5 years of videos and our life.
If you're looking for some more content, different points of view, maybe some still shots or videos that didn't quite make it into this one, check out our Facebook and Instagram. You can also head on over to Etsy and get some of Kelsey's sweet wire wrap jewelry.
That's right, guys. And if you're looking for this guy to build something for you, then lovehutforlife@gmail.com is a great way to make that happen. Peace out, guys. We'll see you next week with a really, really cool thing to show you.
Bye, y'all.